Morning, garden time, garden update. It is December 2nd. Tomorrow is the full moon. Well, you know how the moon does a little bit before and a little bit after, but I just wanted to give a little garden update. Over here, I guess you guys have seen a couple of times us do some ritual work. This is where we do our circle. You can kind of see a circle. It's where I had the trampoline before, and it usually has some chairs and whatnot, and yeah, this is that. There's the offering tree, so you get to watch the birds and the squirrels and everybody come and get their food. And I just filled everything up, so they're ready to go. And then my kitchen window right across the way with a big lantern. Sometimes I light this at night. I had to replace the candle, but we also use that for ritual. Then I put this little bird feeder up there, and I do dishes and look out and all this. So you can see my Christmas trees inside. The offering tree is losing its leaves, so there's these big, beautiful leaves. Gorgeous. I'm going to be taking some of these with me. We even have acorns from this tree as well, so I'm going to replant once I get up there. This tree was planted as a memorial for my father-in-law, who loved to feed the birds. We called him the bird brain. He was pretty much an amazing person. And we miss him. We miss him a lot. We miss him a lot. So this tree was planted right after we moved in, and look at how big it is. Look at how big it's gotten. All the way up there. You can see the top of my house. See, look. 2 stories, and it's like wet. It's past the house. I can't get a good angle. I'd have to keep backing up and backing up. Let's see. This will help or not. I'll give you some perspective of the space we're working in. Look, I'm already under another tree now. Okay, there, okay. So basically this is all, you can hear Siggy over there meowing and meowing. This is the side yard between the garage and the house. And there's that tree. Look, you can see it passes up. It's pretty awesome. It's gotten huge. Oh, so it's my space. I come out here and drink coffee in the mornings when I can. I've got a little bowl, and I feed the birds. I call it my bird water. I know it sounds weird, but I will let them drink out of there, and then I keep the water for magical purposes. This has started since we had done last ritual, our Samhain ritual, and this bowl was filled with water over here at West. We had another little table there, and the next morning there was birds all over this water. They wanted this water, but they didn't want the water that I keep up there in that thing, so they were all about this. So I've been using that water for magical purposes. You know, it's been blessed by the birds, blessed by the gods. I know that there's a lot of people that feel that those are ancestors that are coming to you. Jays and cardinals and all that. I mean, and it was just packed. There was even a wren out here. I don't know what the spiritual meaning or metaphysical meaning is for a wren visit, but still, there's a woodpecker. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out here, but definitely, we were calling on our ancestor guides and ancestors to, connect with them for Samhain. So the next morning to have all those birds drinking out of that bowl was just amazing to me. It just felt right. Okay, so the offering tree, I've got all kinds of delicious treats here. This is really for the squirrels. They'll leave the rest of it alone. I've got birdseed there. I've got birdseed there. I've got a little shepherd hook with some more birdseed. And I like this one. I forget where I got it, but I love this little holder. Just you top this little guy, and then they can eat like that. There's my messy house over there. More seed. This is like thistle. I can't reach, well, I mean, I can reach, but I can't get the thing in there, so I have to have Bear fill that one up for me, or Noah. And we've got gardening. Garden. This guy should be finished very soon. It's getting very cold, so I think Bear is trying to figure out the door situation. He's not sure which door he likes best. But there's going to be some plastic that goes over this. just to keep, you know, little plants from freezing, so I can put my stuff out here. So that is that, and this shelf is going to come on the inside, so I can, like a little bench and some other things that I can do in there. That's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. But I wanted to show you. Okay, so I've had this lavender plant for a good long time, and I make my incense sticks out of this one, and then I planted this guy, and that guy never bloomed. I've had him for 2 years, never bloomed. This guy decided he was going to give me a bloom. Not just one bloom. I've got 1, 2, and then a third one over there. Lots of beautiful blooms from this fella. And then this guy is another kind of lavender, but I'm not exactly sure which one. Wait, hold on, let me get the stick. This is a Spanish lavender. Whoop, focus. Spanish lavender. And he's not doing so well because he really wants heat. I hope to try to keep him alive enough for spring to come and we try again, but it looks like these two are just going to overtake, especially this one. He's just turning into a big mamma jamma, huge. Basil we've taken out. All of that was basil there, and then a little bit here, but basil also does not like cold weather, so it has also taken a back seat. My lemon balm, however, is out of flipping control in a good way. It is doing very well. It is thriving. It smells so good. I love to dry this in the house. The dehydrator, it smells so good in my house with that stuff. We've got some rue, and look at how big it's getting. It was little tiny when I first got it, and now it's nice and big. My thyme has been cut way back, so I'm seeing if more will come out and what will happen with all that. My mint has also kind of gone back and retreated. It's actually going all the way around and over to the side, but I'm trying to train it up a little, and you can see there's little mint babies. There's little tendrils that they come out underneath and then they pop up everywhere else. So those are new mint babies coming up. I have, oh, see, look, he's coming all the way out. Look at him, turkey. My echinacea, I don't think likes the cold, so it is going away, and it makes me sad. But I came out and got some nice flowers from it. I planted this from seed. It was difficult and long to get this thing going. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I still come out here, and I even have one out here. Look at that. And there's a new little flower coming out. Love it. Love it. Love it. But also, my blue bonnets. My blue bonnets reseeded themselves. I don't know what the heck they're doing. It's only a springtime thing, but yet they reseeded themselves, and this has been, I think, just once or twice. I'm not sure. I think once. So they're there. I don't think that they're going to bloom before it starts to freeze, but I will keep you posted on that. Let me swing back around here so you can see the other stuff that I just planted. Now, I just planted this last week, and this is where I want to talk to you about spiritual gardening, magical gardening. I incorporate little crystal chips in my plant beds. I have crystals in my plant beds. I breathe on my plants. I throw a lot of energy over here when I hold the seed before I plant it and put my intention into it. And this has come up in a week. It should have been 2, if not 3 weeks for germination, but it sure enough, it came up, and it came up quick. So this is a red lettuce, and those guys are taking off. I'm going to have to, today I'm going to have to go through and choose the ones that I want to keep because they're going to get big and fat. So you have to sort of thin the herd, so to speak. Then you've got spinach. I've got some beautiful spinach coming up. I'm excited about this one because I love me some spinach. Love some spinach, yum. So again, I'll have to thin the herd there. I'll have to thin those rows because they'll choke each other out, and that won't be good. I've got kale. Yummy kale. Look at how pretty little kale seedlings look. Aren't they cute? So kale is coming. excited about that. I have my aloe vera. I'm probably going to be replanting some and giving it away to my friends because I've got all those. And these are all babies that need to go to homes there. My rosemary, I just trimmed back, but is doing very well. These pots here are all going to go in there. Let's see. What else do I have to show you? Mint. I'll have to trim it down and then store it. This is the other lavender. And it was sort of taking over. And it looked like it just looked like it needed more space. And this is a French lavender. And so it also will go into the big guy. Let's talk about peppers. Look at these peppers. Again, peppers should not be blooming right now, but they are big old peppers. They will not go away. So these guys, it was another, actually they held on. They didn't reseed. They just held on. They stayed. And look at how big they are. They're really tall. You know, this right here is to my eyesight, or to my eye line right here, just about, so you can imagine. I'm about 5'6". Tomatoes. These unruly tomatoes have replanted themselves several times. Noah as my witness since the summer. We're probably working on our 4th, if not 5th plant. They reseeded themselves, they keep reseeding themselves, and they keep going. And they are flowering. See a little flower? So them there are going to be some little tasty tomatoes. I think it's just a miracle. I've got some big garlic underneath here. You can see it starting to come out and around, but this tomato kind of got in the way, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I also planted cauliflower. This is purple head cauliflower. My husband has been looking for this at the farmer's market for some time, and he finally found it in seed form from David's Seeds, and so we have some cauliflower coming up. I'm excited. So we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. We'll see how big they get. I may have to transplant some, or I may have to again thin the herd. I hate thinning the herd. I hate it. Makes me feel like I've got to choose between one baby or the other. I hate it. I don't like it. My chocolate mint, I love my chocolate mint, and it looks a little bit, I just trimmed a bunch of it back and dehydrated some. We have the purple basil, and I just trimmed off a bunch of these and made a little, you know, kind of like a little mini smudge looking stick, but they're really seeds that are going to be used for the next garden, but they're pretty. And then we've got this big old fat apple mint. I love apple mint, but it looks like it has changed. It used to have more of a fuzzy texture, but with the cold, it's kind of retreated some. So that doesn't look like how it did when it first was planted. It was like fat and sort of like a fuzzy leaf. It was very pretty. Next up, this was where all of my squash and cucumbers and all this other stuff was, and we took all that out and I reworked the bed. The cucumbers and the squash didn't make it. There was too much erratic weather. It was like either really super wet or way too hot, and it just was really difficult to keep up with. So we let that go. I reworked the bed and physically, and then I reworked the bed spiritually. Threw in different crystals, changed the energy of this bed, and we are planting different things. So a lot of this stuff is roots. And root planting is great to do. Great to do. And see, look, I've got mystery stuff coming up. I'm thinking that this might be cucumber. Believe it or not. This is something. Don't know what it is, but I didn't plant it here. So we got to figure out what these guys are. Look, see, they're sneaking up. They're sneaking up. Something up. What's going on here? What are you? What are you, little fella? So I planted some carrots. Can't see them quite yet, but look, little teeny baby carrots. Little tiny baby carrot. So yes, those are carrots. There's 3, I think there's 3 or 2 rows of those guys. They should do really well. My last carrot haul was pretty good. I did dragon carrots, and they were gorgeous and they were tasty. These guys are rainbow carrots, so there's going to be yellow, I think there's going to be purple, red, orange. I don't think there's any green or blue, or I think that's it. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and we'll make sure I'll let you know what the heck these guys are. Maybe I'll just let them grow. If they want to grow, I'll let them grow. We have purple broccoli. My husband likes purple. So look at how cute these guys are coming up. So there are at least 5 plants of those. Then I have beets. And look, meow, meow, meow. Beets are beautiful. I love their little red stalk. And then they're gonna bush on out. So pretty. But you see, like right there, that's where you definitely want to thin the herd, because they're going to choke each other out, and it's just not, you know, beets get quite large. So I have to allow space for each plant. So when you first sow your seeds, you want to have multiples. You want to plant multiple seeds in an area, because usually 1 or 2 might grow. Well, not in this situation, so I have to come back through. I have tried my best to like relocate them. It doesn't always work. They're too fragile. They're too little. So before they get a little crazy, see, like there you go, 1, 2, 3. That's how that was planted, and that's exactly how it grew. It's funny. So I will have to go in and thin so that it allows enough space for each one to grow properly. Last, we have black radish. Look at how big these guys got. This was a week ago, y'all. A week. Siggy says yes. A week. So black radishes are also coming to Ravenflower's garden. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think I went over everything. I got a meowy cat over there. If we can zoom in on her. Where are you? You're right there. I see you now. Meow. What do you have to say? You gotta tell me some secret? What you gonna say? Meow. She gonna tell you. She loves this garden, y'all. She loves this garden. All she does is she's pissed that I'm out here without her. Pissed off. So I'm mad. I'm mad as hell. Mad as hell. Meow. Oh, Siggy, I love you. We make you your own garden, Siggy. We have this old dog run thing that my mother-in-law, when she used to be in this room, her little dog used to come out into this little yard and, you know, do its business or whatever. And that was the little ramp that it would come down. It's cattywampus now. It's fallen over. So Bear was going to redo this and meow and meow and make a little like cat lounge and, you know, wire it so that they can't get out and screen it in so bugs can't get to them and that kind of thing. And that way she can come and go, and I can plant some little things for her so that she can have her own little garden. I think that's what she wants. Is it what you want? Yes. Is what you want? No! It's a mess. Absolute mess. Got a little bit of a fog that just came in. I don't know if you guys can see that. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. I love it. Go a little slower so you can see it. I just turned around and all of a sudden it looked magical. Looked mystical. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go inside and get myself some coffee, y'all. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And if you don't know already and you like music and the holidays, the second Witchy Lip Sync battle is up and ready to go. I hope people are working on their stuff. And we are getting going on that. So that starts now. Go on over and watch the last video that I uploaded last night for any details. Or you can go on to Facebook. There's a group called the Witchy Lip Sync Battle. I think it's take 2 or round 2, something like that. I can put the link in the down bar so you guys can have it. But that's it, guys. So here it is in the winter. I'll do another, this is winter update 1. I'll do another one when things come up. Sorry, when they come up a little bit more and it's a little more chilly. And then hopefully that is finished so you guys can see it. All right. Many blessings.